Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are doing well at your home by the grace of Allah. Students, I know you are all well aware of COVID-19 pandemic, and I hope you are taking suggested precautions to keep yourself and your surroundings safe. I am your maths teacher, Ms. Nasreen Fatma, with lecture number 36. In this lecture, inshallah, we will do the reinforcement of chapter number 2, HCF and LCM. First, we will discuss the divisibility rules. Then we will discuss the highest common factor by prime factorization method. Now let's move to the first topic of our today's lecture. It is divisibility rule. The first rule of divisibility is rule of divisibility for number 4. A number is divisible by 4 formed by the last 2 digits of the number is divisible by 4. The number which is divisible by 4 must have the last 2 digits which is divisible by 4. For example, in 1364, last 2 digits are divisible by 4. The 64 divided by 4 is equal to 16. Hence, the number is divisible by 4. The second rule of divisibility is divisible by 6. The divisibility rule for number 6 is a number is divisible by 6 if it is an even number and the sum of its digits is divisible by 3. Means these two conditions are favorable for the divisible by 6. So, for example, is 1644 divisible by 6? Let's prove. 1644 is an even number. The first condition of divisible by 6 is right. The second is the sum of all the digits 1 plus 6 plus 4 plus 4 is equal to 15, and 15 is divisible by 3. It means the number 1644 is also divisible by 6. In the next rule of divisibility is the divisible of the number 8. The divisibility rule for the number 8 is a number is divisible by 8 if the number formed by the last 3 digits is a multiple of 8 or there are zeros at 8s, 100s, 10s and 1s place. That number must be divisible by 8. For example, is 6128 last 3 digits are multiple of 8. Now let's check, is it multiple of 8? So 128 divided by 8, the last 3 digits, if the last 3 digits of the numbers are multiple of 8, it means the number is also divisible by 8. So 8 ones are 8. 12 minus 8 is equal to 4. Then bring down 8, that is 48, and 8 6 are 48. Now 128, the last three digits of the number are divisible by 8. It means the number 6128 is also divisible by 8. Now we are going to discuss the divisibility rule for number 9. The rule for number 9 is, if the digits of any number add up to a number which is exactly divisible by 9, then the original number is also divisible by 9. Means when we add all the digits of the number, and if the sum of the numbers is divisible by 9, then the number is also divisible by 9. So, for example, is 5418 divisible by 9? Now first we will add all the digits of the number. 5 plus 4 plus 1 plus 8 is equal to 18. It is divisible by 9, means 18 is divisible by 9. Hence the number 5418 is also divisible by 9. In the next rule of divisibility, we will find the divisible of 5. Rule of divisibility for 5 is, if the number ends with either 0 or 5, then the number is divisible by 5. Means every number which has 0 or 5 on its unit place, then the number is divisible by 5. For example, 35,960, 59,844 and 1,555. In these three numbers, in the first number 0 is on unit place, and in the last number 5 is on unit place. But in this number, this number ends with 4. So which number is divisible by 5? In 35,960 and 1,555, the unit place is 0 or 5. Therefore, these numbers are divisible by 5, while 59,844 is not divisible by 5 because the unit place of this number is 4. That's why it is not divisible by 5. We have another rule of divisibility. The rule of divisibility for number 10 is, if the number has 0 at unit place, then the number is divisible by 10. Means every number which has 0 on its unit place or ends on 0, it is divisible by 10. For example, 16,509, 19,005, 1,905 and 2,245. Are these numbers divisible by 10? In these numbers, 0 is not at unit place, hence these numbers are not divisible by 10. 1,290 and 34,060 are divisible by 10 because they have 0 on their unit place, so they are divisible by 10. Now the next topic of our today's lecture is to find HCF by prime factorization method. Before starting this topic, we will take a quick review of some points regarding this topic. Number 1, prime number has only two factors, 1 and itself. Means the prime number are those numbers which has only two factors. Then the second point is prime factors cannot be a composite number. Prime factors cannot be a composite number. The third point, to resolve a number into prime factors, we use the method that is called prime factorization method. And HCF stands for highest common factor. Now we are going to find the highest common factor by prime factorization method. First we will learn how to find the prime factors by prime factorization method. The prime factorization, find the prime factors of 96. How we will find the prime factors of 96? We will use prime factorization method. First we will divide 96 by 2. Because 96 is an even number, so we will divide 96 by 2 first. So 2 48s are 96. 2 48s are 96. Then 48 is also an even number, so we will divide it again by 2. Then 2 24s are 48, then 2 12s are 24. Again even number, so 2 6s are 12. 6 is also an even number, so again we will divide it by 2. 2 3s are 6 and 3 1s are 3. Now the prime factors of 96 are 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 and multiplied by 3. Means 5 times 2 and 1 times 3. These are the prime factors of 96. Find the HCF by prime factorization method. Find the HCF of 108 and 64. Now we have to find the HCF of 108 and 64. First we will resolve 108 and 64 into prime factors. So first we will resolve 108 into prime factors. 108 divided by 2 because it is an even number. When we divide 108 by 2, we will get 54. 2 5s are 10, 2 4s are 8. 2 5s are 10, 2 4s are 8. 2 54s are 108. When 54 again is an even number, we will divide it by 2 again and we will get 27. 2 27s are 54. Now 27 is an odd number, so we will take the next prime number, that is 3. 3 9s are 27, 3 3s are 9 and 3 1s are 3. Now we will find the prime factors of 64. 64 is also an even number, so we will divide it by 2. 2 32s are 64, 2 16s are 32, 2 8s are 16, 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4 and 2 1s are 2. Now the prime factors of 108 are 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3, and prime factors of 64 are 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 and multiplied by 2. All factors are 2. Now let's find the common factors. The common factors are 2 times 2. Only 2 times 2 is common. 2 multiplied by 2. 2 2s are 4. So highest common factor is 4. Now we will find the HCF of 3 numbers. Find the HCF of 140, 56 and 63. We will find the HCF among 3 numbers, 140, 56 and 63. First we will resolve 140 into prime factors. 2 70s are 40, 2 7s are 14 and 2 zeros are 0. So 2 70s are 140. Again 70 is an even number, we will divide it by 2. 2 35s are 70, then 5 7s are 35 and 7 1s are 7. Then resolve 56 into its prime factor. 56 is also an even number, so we will resolve it by 2. 2 28s are 56, 2 14s are 28, 2 7s are 14 and 7 1s are 7. Then resolve 63 into prime factors. How will we resolve? 63 is an odd number, we cannot divide it by 2, so we will take the next prime number, that is 3. 3 21s are 63, 3 7s are 21 and 7 1s are 7. Now the prime factors of 140 are 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 5 and multiplied by 7. The prime factors of 56 are 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 and multiplied by 7. Prime factors of 63 are 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 7. And the common factors are only 7. So highest common factor is also 7. Alright my dear students, I hope you have learned how to find the HCF by prime factorization method. In our next lecture, inshallah, we will discuss how to find the HCF by division method. Till then, take very good care of yourself and your surrounding. Allah Hafiz.